Yo, what's good? It's Tektron. And it will appear the end of days of independent anime distributor licensee here in America. Those days are done. AMC Networks has acquired Sentai Filmworks. And my initial thoughts basically went, another Western company. It's like, oh, let's just get in on the anime market. And provide a tip. Just don't try and change anything you do. Let Sentai do what they've been doing, which is probably the only reason they're even on your radar, is because they've been doing well. Don't lose sight of why they're doing well. They give fans what they want. They license and distribute anime series that the other people don't want to touch for whatever moral grandstanding reasons or not. Even though if you look at some of the other shows they put out, you're like, what? Are, huh? Sentai doesn't play that game. We're like, okay, you guys want this? Get it out to you. That's why we like them. Well, there's all these interactions with this little lowly AMC Networks account. Is this like even real? It's followed by High Dot, so it must be. Like it has 300. My main Twitter account has more than that. But then again, I didn't join way before March 2020. But yeah, this is just the account. I'm sure these other accounts, yeah, got way more. But yeah. So, yes, AMC Networks. James Dolan now owns anime in America. Just kidding. Doesn't own it. But yeah, I didn't even know James Dolan was involved with this company at all. I just found out. Thankfully, he's not as hands-on as he is with some of those sports teams. I bet you Knicks and Rangers fans are just like, oh yeah, tell me about it. But yeah, this could be good. This could be bad. Who knows? But like I said, Sentai gives us things other people don't want to give us. Redo the healer. I mean, they put out Peter Grill the year before. Peter Grill had a bunch of people on the internet mad too. Maybe not as, quite to the level of Redo of Healer, but hey, the mother of God is born. This show came out during the summer 2021. It was actually pretty funny. This is kind of oxymoronic, but wholesome, etchy. That's all I can say about it. I didn't finish it, but it was cool. I don't know why they were so upset about it. And from what I read of the reviews, I don't think any of them watched past the first episode. So, who knows? But it really wasn't that bad. I got to like episode 7 or 8. I mean, I might as well go finish it. I will at some point. It's neither here nor there, though. But yeah, such a wide variety of the catalog. Wholesome edgies. Edgy etchies. Can't even call that edgy. I mean, I don't know. Comic Kill. High School the Dead. High Cute. Sports in here, too. Finland Saga. Yeah. What else is big here? With the girlfriend, domestic girlfriend. Oh, is it wrong? Try to pick up girls. Yeah, so they've got quite a notable catalog of some notable shows. And then this comes. But as I was saying, the best thing AMC can probably do for Sentai is to stay out of their way. You know, if you want to float them money to acquire more prominent titles or just more licenses in general, that's helpful. But you're a Western entertainment company, so I gotta be weary. Like, oh, that's an acquisition that makes me angry. Yes, exactly. You're a Western entertainment company. I don't know how woke, or I hate to use the word, but yeah, how woke or stupid AMC is out here acting. I don't know, because I don't really rock with any of these networks. The last thing I watched on any of these was Brockmire. I don't go to these channels really. My TV's on, it's on the Science Channel. If cable saw it. Speaking of that, I guess I should mention this. Just air commercials for High Dive or Sentai. Like, oh yeah, we got anime. They want to stream it? Go to High Dive. They want to buy it? Physical copies? Send them to Sentai Filmworks.com. But yeah, as I was mentioning with the Science Channel, it's basically a giant ad for Discovery Plus. Like, yes, it airs shows, but the shows are filled with mini commercials, and basically every commercial is a Discovery Plus promo, or it's a promo to go watch TLC show, DIY show, Discovery show, and also say, oh yeah, check out Discovery Plus. That's basically the vast majority of the commercial spots you see. It's the same stuff. So, and because Discovery owns it, they're not paying. I mean, granted, they're not getting commercial income for it, but I'm guessing Science Channel probably doesn't have the biggest desire for advertisers. So, but yeah, Rebuild Healer. If something comes out where they're not doing certain types of shows, there's going to be a ton of backlash. It's basically all this comes out to. See what everybody else. Okay, so half of this is going to be stupid. People assuming things are going to be on other networks. I mean, they could be. If they want to air some anime on like AMC or something, go for it. Well, and that's a prime time if you do air your stuff to plug High Dive and Sentai. Don't see this ending well. Yeah. What? Yes, this right here. Surprise Sentai. Still to be bought, but maybe it's the only way to stay in business. I doubt that. Now, on that note of being prided on an independent company, let's look at this paragraph in this wiki for recent history. In August 2019, Sentai Holdings announced the Cool Japan Fund had invested $30 million for shares of the company, stating Sentai's independent status makes it a rarity in North America as a licensor of Japanese anime. Big reason we love it, because they actually listen to their fans because they're independent. They're not kowtowing to corporate overlords. Well, at least they weren't. Now they may have to. So, of course, many of us are going to be wary because of this. And then, almost a year later, the Cool Japan Fund had made an additional investment, stating that Sentai had achieved better results in 2019 than they did in 2018 when they were first looking into it. I'm guessing. Plans for medium and long-term growth, strategic changes following the pandemic. Is there enough good or bad? Don't know about that. You don't want to see another Funimation. No one wants to see another Funimation. Okay, yeah, I'm not going through all this. And I bet most of the intriguing responses I would like were probably made about the same time I did, hours and hours ago. So, oh well. But yeah. And basically propped up, in my opinion, currently by Lupin the Third Part 6. I mean, Sentai went and got a Lupin the Third Part 1 dub done. Nobody has done this. Nobody. Looks like they're dropping 4 episodes at a time. I mean, man. Getting a dub for this seemed basically impossible, considering you think back to the early 2000s or whatever, where we were getting part 2, I believe. Yeah, part 2. We didn't even get a full dub for it, but it was back in the day, you know. Things happened. They could only license so many episodes. Yeah. And basically, there was no hope of it getting done. I mean, there was no hope of getting that whole part dubbed, let alone getting the previous part for it, or part 3. But yeah, all these years later, coincide with like 50th anniversary, Sentai got it done. And they got our beloved cast. So they stood by the fans and gave them what some people basically probably stopped asking for, because like, oh yeah, no one's gonna do it. It's probably licensing hell, but maybe it wasn't. Or maybe this was like a right time to ask for it. Coming up on an anniversary, like, oh yeah, you want to, okay, that makes sense. And they were able to get a deal done. Who knows? But I'm glad to see it. I still haven't checked out anything but the first episode when it premiered on YouTube, but I'll definitely be watching. I'm a big Lupin fan, so. Yeah, Healer, man. They have got quite the diverse catalog. Diverse in a good way. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. We'll say though, where'd that thing go? Hold on. As long as this doesn't happen, we won't have to grab the hot rods. And with that, I will say, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, subscribe. Take it easy. Peace.